All right, today we're going to tear apart a video that has just an insane number of views. Mr. Beast's Lamborghini versus world's largest shredder. Now on the surface, it looks like pure unadulterated chaos, but underneath, it's actually an absolute masterclass in viral engineering. So let's break down the formula.
So the real question is, how on earth does this happen? How does a video of just stuff getting destroyed rack up hundreds of millions of views? Well, I can tell you it is not luck. There's a super carefully crafted formula at work, and it's designed to grab your attention from the first second and just not let go. We're going to deconstruct that formula piece by piece.
And it all starts with this. There's no fancy intro, no, hey guys, what's up? He just drops you right in with a massive promise. This is the largest shredder in the world, and this Lamborghini is going to fall in it. Boom. Right there, you're hooked. You have to see what happens next. It's the perfect hook, and it sets the tone for everything that follows.
Okay, so that initial promise, that's just the tip of the iceberg. The entire video is built on what you could call engineered chaos. It's a whole series of huge, unbelievable spectacles that are designed for one thing, to keep you watching. And get this, in just the first minute, they hit you with this, just an absolute barrage of promises. It's not just one big stunt they're building up to, it's a relentless cascade of them. It's like they're packing a dozen viral videos into one. And what that does is it screams at you, the viewer, do not click away, because whatever you just saw, what's coming next is going to be even crazier.
Right, and here's the key thing to understand. This isn't just random destruction. It is a carefully, meticulously structured escalation engine. Every single experiment is designed to be bigger, louder, and way more expensive than the one before it. It's all about systematically raising the stakes to keep you glued to that screen.
You can literally see it as a ladder of destruction. It kicks off with a really impressive giant domino, right? Then it immediately escalates to a massive Minecraft creeper explosion. From there, it jumps to a full-on roller coaster being launched off its own tracks, and it all culminates in a safe fighting against 100 grand's worth of TNT. Each step is a massive leap in both scale and pure spectacle.
And the numbers here are just wild. When they're building that giant creeper, Mr. Beast makes a point to say that even though it's 50 times bigger, it's packed with 200 times the TNT. So it's not just getting a little bigger each time, it's getting exponentially crazier. That single number perfectly captures the logic of the whole video. Always, always outdo yourself by a ridiculous margin.
And this quote from one of the crew members, it's perfect. It's exactly what we're all thinking as we're watching. It's this little self-aware wink at the camera, acknowledging how absurd the whole thing is. By asking the question that's already in our heads, they just reinforce the idea that we're watching something totally unique and kind of wrong.
And if you want to see that escalation in pure dollars and cents, look no further than this. The safe challenge is basically the entire video in miniature. They start with a $1,000 safe, then jump to a $10,000 one, and then boom, a $100,000 safe. That's a tenfold increase every single time. The visuals of the explosions are matched by the jaw-dropping cost.
Okay, but let's be real. You can only watch so many explosions before it gets a little repetitive, right? Even the biggest spectacle needs a story, an emotional core to ground all that chaos. And that's where the narrative anchor comes in. Woven through all the destruction is one continuous human story that runs from start to finish.
And that's where this comes in, the Defend the Lambo challenge. This is a classic textbook underdog story. The stakes for Adam are incredibly personal. If you win this challenge, you get a Lamborghini. Your life changes. And all of a sudden, it's not just about stuff blowing up. Now we're hooked on a person's story. We're invested. We gotta know, will he pull it off?
So what you've got here is basically two videos running at the same time. On one side, you have all the episodic spectacle, the quick, satisfying one-off stunts that feed our short attention spans. But on the other side, you've got this continuous story that's building suspense and making you ask that one central question. It's honestly genius, because it caters to everyone no matter why they clicked. All right, so all of this builds up to the grand finale. But here's the thing, this video doesn't just have one payoff, it has two. It brilliantly resolves both the human story we're invested in and the original chaotic promise from the title, which makes for a doubly satisfying ending. So first up, you've got Adam's big moment. He's our classic underdog, and he's brimming with confidence. After spending all that time and money building his fortress of cars, he genuinely believes he can do it. And you know what? We're right there with him. We're rooting for him. But right on cue, Mr. Beast steps in as the villain of the story. He's not just bringing one tank, he's bringing three. He looks right at the camera and says, Adam has no chance.
This creates this perfect, clear conflict. It's Adam's hope versus this overwhelming, impossible force. The tension is incredible.
And the way this all plays out, it's just brilliant. Adam actually wins, but not how anybody expected. Turns out his walls of junk cars weren't strong enough to stop the tank shells, but they were able to just deflect them away from the Lambo. It's such a clever, satisfying twist that makes his victory feel really earned. The underdog wins. That's payoff number one.
But wait, the video's not done yet. With Adam's story wrapped up, Mr. Beast turns to the camera and says this. He knows exactly why you really clicked on the video. He knows what you've been waiting for. And this is the pivot to the second massive payoff, the shredder.
So, when you lay it all out like this, what you get isn't chaos at all. You get a clear, repeatable formula. It shows it's not just about having a huge budget. It's about how you structure that spectacle to keep people completely engaged.
And here's the whole thing boiled down. The Mr. Beast spectacle formula. Step 1, use escalating spectacle to keep attention from ever dropping. Step 2, ground that chaos with a human subplot so people have an emotional reason to care. And Step 3, deliver a dual payoff that satisfies both the need for a good story and the primal desire to just see stuff get destroyed. These three things work together perfectly.
So, what's the big takeaway here? By blending the insane, relentless pace of something like a TikTok feed with the emotional stakes of a really good story, Mr. Beast has created something incredibly powerful. And it leaves us with a big question. Is this just the absolute peak of YouTube spectacle as we know it, or are we looking at the actual blueprint for the future of entertainment itself?